Good morning, witches, and welcome to our daily divination ceremony for August 15th, 2026. I'm trying to get better at actually saying the date as we open these because I haven't, and we've done hundreds and hundreds of these daily divination ceremonies at this point. So, hi, good morning, happy Saturday. Geez, August, there's always so much going on, and I say that all the time, but August is especially busy, and so I come into this space with a little bit more, gentle. I come in gently. But hi, tongue-tied. I'm kinda, flabbergasted at look at our new studio. Do you know how many YouTube videos I watched to figure out how to do the lighting in this freaking studio? Because I live, uh, in a 200-year-old farmhouse on an 80-acre homestead, and it's not like, uh, I really have anyone close by that can help me do lighting and sound, which is very complicated. It's a wonderful puzzle. Really enjoyed playing with it, but I am really looking forward to having, my friends come that have experience in photography and video and those kinds of things. We're just gonna get better and better at this, guys. Uh, so that being said, I should probably introduce myself. My name is Jen Marie. I am an initiated full-time high priestess of an international coven of neurodivergent black sheep cycle breaking queerdo witches. I wrote the Grimoire of the Ungovernable and have dedicated my life to helping witches repair their relationship with their lives and their practice so that they can live a life that they are proud of, whatever that looks like. Okay, there are so many announcements that I'm kind of kind of stunned a little bit by it. The best way to stay on top of all of the things that are going on again in this international community, because we have a lot of public uh, resources, a lot, including an entire app space that there's over pushing 1,000 witches up in there at this point. We This app space was created by a bunch of autistic witches, and it functions as a deeper mystery school and community space for those that are looking again to repair their relationship with themselves and each other from the influence of the big cappy pappy. If you know, you know. All right. Yeah, the best way to stay on top of all of the events and all of the things that we're launching and all of the projects and all of the everything, you're going to want to go into that app space and you'll be able to get notifications. You'll actually be able to RSVP to whatever it is you want to be involved with. There is so much in there. It's almost overwhelming because we're all a bunch of gold star clutching overachieving autistics. So here we are. I am going to start this divination ceremony by taking 3 deep breaths, and then I'm going to get into it. So let's do this. Actually, put my feet on the ground and not knock everything over. There we go. There. I have to have it just right. I humbly invite all that is fire within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is air within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is earth within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I humbly invite all that is water within this system to witness this working. And if alignment is found, may you choose to bless this flow. I beckon to this system. May we now align as one. For my cousins are the elements, and so the moon and sun. I call to those who love me. You are welcome in this space, for our nature is united, sharing magic, life, and grace. And now we make a declaration of intention. What are we doing? The like call and repeat thing. If you want to, of course. I know better than to try to make you do anything. I choose now in this moment to align with my whole self, to pull the book that tells my story from its place upon the shelf. I enter now this circle made of trust and hope and power. and I show up for my practice in this place and at this hour because I am home. All right, witches, grab your decks and spread them. Let's do some divination. If you don't have a deck of tarot cards or oracle cards, you can do bibliomancy is a really, really good alternative too. It's a really great accessible alternative if you don't have cards. Okay. Where does our attention need to be today in order to bring the most expansion in our relationship with our life and our practice? I love it when you guys greet each other in the comments. It's pretty great. All right. Put my glasses on. The Three of Swords upright. I'm going to read this card. I'm going to read direct from this prompt. You're going to ask yourself if your guides were using this card to communicate a facet of your relationship with your life, what are they talking about? Okay. If you are also pulling cards, feel free to put them in the comments. Bonus points if you put your interpretation of your card in the comments as well. It's never easy to hear at the moment, but grief and heartbreak can be defining and character building. This suffering you're experiencing is meant to make you stronger. Rather than focusing on the past, focus on what's ahead. Dust yourself off and keep on going. And the reversed, because it's about the whole card. You guys are going to get to the point where every time you get a reversed, you're going to hear my voice saying it's about the whole card. You've suffered a loss and you're still reeling from it. The reverse Three of Swords is telling you that it's time to let go of the past and work on healing your soul. All things pass, and this shall too. Focus on yourself or the things that make you happy to get your mind off what ails you. So, think about that. And we're brewing. I'm really, really, really trying to give you space and not influence uh, your interpretation of the cards that we pull. Like, that's really important to me. But it's hard. It's an effort. Are you ready? Okay. So, when witches come to bright and dark and begin their journey through foundations, which is our initiation process for the coven, uh, it is heavy shadow work, heavy introspective, learning emotional intelligence and learning how to integrate parts of yourself that you've rejected. So it's really intense, right? And I'll often tell these witches that, you're going to get to the point eventually that you're looking forward to an opportunity to do this work because you'll be so on top of your practice that it's going to be more and more difficult for you to be able to find the places that still need healing because you've done so much work. And most of them like either roll their eyes at me or want to punch me in the throat when I tell them that like soon you're going to be really into it. And this card feels like that. It feels like this is one of those catalysts that you're experiencing right now, this heartbreak and this grief that is giving you, as hard as it is also giving you an opportunity to see how far you've come, right? To see what you're capable of. These challenges, these difficult times, these, I keep saying it's opportunities for you to be able to show up fully with your grief instead of rejecting yourself or abandoning yourself, which is what you're accustomed to, right? You're coming out of a period of your life that you were abandoning yourself. You have this deep pain and wounding, and that you are now starting to recognize how it's influencing your everyday lived experience, right? Or how you're pulling it with you. But this card is like, let's take a look at that, right? So when you feel those emotions of grief, uh, allow yourself to feel it in your body and then ask them their name, right? What is under that grief that needs your attention, that needs this processing so that you can release it? And that this is going to be a really, really incredible opportunity for massive expansion if you can get that part down of processing and allowing grief and letting go of that. The past is in the past. It's time to move forward. Right. That makes sense? In a nutshell, what I'm saying is that this grief that you're experiencing is actually leading you to a place of incredible expansion if you choose to engage with it instead of run away from it. Okay. And now I'm going to see what we're in resistance to or in denial of that's influencing our ability to see this grief for the gift that it is. The 10 of Pentacles reversed. Okay. You're tired of the rat race and constantly chasing after luxury. You need to redefine your definition of security. What do you want? You need to invest in things that feed your self-worth to actualize your dreams rather than focusing on the dreams of others. And now the upright is, you're blessed with wealth and abundance. feeling financially secure, and trust that because of your success and accomplishments, you will always have what you want and need. The foundation for your future has been paved for sustainability. Feed that compulsion to be charitable or help others. So, brew on that. I'm going to do the same. What comes up for you as I read that? And when I say what comes up for you, all of us interpret this data differently. So, your internal experience could be you're hearing actual words. This is words that you're getting, right? It could be that you get these like visions, like these flashes that feel like memories, right? It could be that you remember a blip of a sitcom that you saw when you were a child and your guides are communicating that way. It could be a song that your guides are communicating. So when I say what comes up for you, that's what I'm asking. And then we ask, what does it mean to you? Right? What is this, whatever you're receiving, what does that mean to you? And that's where the message is. So this is interesting. Um, it feels like with these two cards together, right? This 10 of Pentacles being what's in reversed and the Three of Swords upright. Uh, it feels like you are not able to let go of this past heartbreak, these experiences that are influencing your now. You're not able to see them as gifts to bring you strength. You're not able to see that because you're investing so much in the lives of others and the dreams of others. And you're at a time now that even when I ask you, what do you want? You're not able to answer that because you've been taught so much that you are supposed to like invest in the lives of others. You need to, and you're at a point where you need to redefine that. What does redefine what success means to you? What abundance means to you, right? Because your current vision or version of abundance and success is keeping you from being able to actually address the deep wounding that you have that is going to bring this great expansion. So if you address this, if you give yourself the time to heal these wounds, then that's going to help you redefine what you want in life, what you actually want, not what others told you you should want or what your life should look like, but what you actually want. But you can't see what you actually want until you let go of whatever this Three of Swords thing is, or you process this Three of Swords thing, this wounding, this grief that you're carrying. Does that make sense? How does that feel for you guys? Right. Uh, I also want to, because with this Ten of Pentacles, another thing that's keeping you from stepping back and taking the time to heal this wounding of the past is that you are concerned that it's a failure, that you will have failed, right? Because your current version or idea of what success looks like is sticking with it, right? That, and when I say with it, I mean in this position of service to others. You need to turn that attention inward to process this Three of Swords stuff. What do you think, guys? Yeah. What Heather said too. I love that. Um, Resentment of sacrifice for all that time. Keeping score doesn't serve us in the long run. Let go. That too. Uh, if you are currently uh, engaged in a dynamic that you are in service to others and it feels you feel resentment at all in that, that is a very good indicator that there there's something that you need to address. There's wounding there that needs to be processed, integrated in some way in order for you to be able to serve in a way that is sustainable, right? That is a healthy boundaried way of serving. There's that doesn't you stepping back doesn't mean that you have failed. It doesn't mean that uh your whole world is going to come crumbling down around you. That's that is not necessarily what's going to happen. You could very well experience something that is celebrated, right? Depending on your idea of what success is, right? I see success as uh, you are making decisions that you are proud of and that you are showing up for your system. First and foremost, you doing that, then it's not serving, it's not truly serving. It's actually um, creating an imbalance and will lead to like a burnout situation if you do that. It's not sustainable. We ebb and we flow. We have to do it that way. All right, that's our collective reading. Okay. I also want to point out that your your idea, your beliefs around success, uh, if you believe that stepping back and taking care of your cup and your needs and attending to this grief and wounding and the emotional pain, if you believe that that is a sign of success, then you won't be like in a lack of resources, right? Though the our indoctrination under the big cappy pappy, uh, it makes perfect sense why you believe that tending to your own needs would uh, adversely affect your access to resources. But I hate to say the universe shows up, but when you are making choices that are in alignment with care and in alignment with your calling, you are those things are taken care of. So so there. Define your version of success. What does that look like? Okay, that's our reading. That's our reading for the day. It is Saturday, so it's homestead work day, and we have tomatoes to tend to, potatoes to mound. We're needing to process all of the zucchini that we've grown, right? And all of the broccoli. It's time to harvest the broccoli. So we're all very, very excited about that. That's what I'm doing with the rest of my day. Lots and lots of playing outside and hanging out with Morgana and my child, Endesa. So, yay. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Let's close out this working. I will be back tomorrow morning and we're going to do this divination ceremony all over again. And on your heart, take a deep breath. This working is now closing, but the magic has just begun. I humbly thank the elements and both the moon and sun. To all who chose to bless this flow, I now sincerely thank you. May our practice be expansive and our course be clear and true. All right, witches. And remember, until I see you again, if you can't be good at it.